Hey y'all, welcome back to the Ask Me About podcast. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Joe.
And today's topic is what, Joe?
It's about writing. And I am not the writer, so I will be interviewing Sarah, who has published several books. And she's only 20-something. That's upside. And that is the first of her series, Ships, Secrets, and Survivors.
Yep.
I got the order right. Sweet.
Yes,
okay.
you did.
Yeah.
You should be very proud of yourself.
So, basically, tell me, this is kind of off script, but tell me about writing.
What about it? That's a very broad topic.
Yeah, I know. It's very general, very broad.
Yeah.
So I guess, what are some thoughts you have from it? Some general thoughts?
That's still very broad. Just
it is?
Ask me a specific question, because I could be going on for hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what got you into writing? Let's start there.
I don't really remember. I started writing seriously writing when I was about 8. I don't really remember what got me into it.
Okay.
I think I just had a bunch of friends that were doing it. I just had a bunch of friends that were doing the same thing, so I just joined in, and also I enjoyed reading, so those two things kind of got combined, and you have something in your beard. There you go. So yeah, I just started. I don't remember what really got me into it though.
Okay, I gotcha. Secondly, what after you got into writing, however that may be, what kept you going?
I really loved it. I just really enjoy telling stories through words. It's a really awesome feeling, especially when you can see the ideas that you have in your mind coming to life, piece by piece. Like, it takes several drafts, but
Definitely.
it does. It is really, really cool. I really enjoy it. It's one of my favorite art forms. So that's what keeps me going.
Cool. So spinning off of that, you said you enjoy the process. So why is that? Why do you enjoy it?
I think it's akin to you working out. Like, it's very satisfying. You have an idea pop in your head, you write it, it looks like trash, and then piece by piece, draft by draft, you edit it and revise it until it starts looking like what you thought it would be, or better yet, something that's even better than what you had originally planned. And I think it's just very satisfying. I forgot the original question, but there you go, that's the answer.
The best things oftentimes start off looking like trash.
Hot trash.
Yeah. Third question. What do you...
I think this is fourth.
No, the third one was actually a spin-off question.
So this is still the fourth.
But it's like 3.5.
3B, yeah,
3.5.
Okay.
Compromise is the key to any good relationship.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's wrong, but I'll give him his wrongness this time.
So what do you need to write? Physical, mental, kind of tools.
Well, physical stuff, you don't need fancy equipment. You can write using pencil and paper. I started by handwriting. That's what I did primarily. I wrote my first 2 books, or full-length novels, in notebooks by hand. Because I was like 8.
In pen.
I think it was in pencil. I don't think I really ever wrote in
I'm
pen.
joking.
No. Yeah, because I didn't have a laptop until I was like 8. So, yeah, you don't need anything fancy. I mean, obviously, if you have a laptop, you can use Google Docs, Word, whatever. But you don't need those things. As far as mental stuff goes, What?
Nothing.
You need to be mental?
Thought something funny.
You need to be mental?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. If you want to be good at anything, you gotta be a little crazy.
You gotta be a little bit nutty.
Yeah.
Basically, what I would say is that you need to be able to go from, a lot of people have ideas, but I think oftentimes they think too much that the idea needs to be perfect, like that's all there is. So they'll have an idea pop in their mind, and they think that has to be the story. But in reality, story concepts and ideas are built. So like you'll have some idea pop here and something here, and you combine them, and then you have this thing, and it goes in here, and it's actually a bunch of ideas. So you need to be willing to not just have the one idea, but build it with more ideas. And that's where the creativity comes in. Is a lot of people have ideas, but it takes creatives to keep listening to that idea and seeing what else it brings out.
Okay.
I guess there you go.
That was a good answer. Yeah. So, also, what are some things that help you write, like promote it, like when you go to work out, for instance, you sometimes take a pre-workout or a caffeine. You bring your lifting chalk, your lifting belt. What are some things that really make it easy, I suppose, to write?
This could vary from person to person. For me, I have to listen to music.
Say we're working out.
Yeah, I don't like silence. It's just very distracting because I work at home. So it can be very distracting if I don't have something to kind of quiet it out. So I listen to music. I know a lot of authors like to light candles, so they have that particular scent associated with their book. I don't do candles because I'm allergic to the scents and stuff. So that doesn't work for me, but it does work for a lot of authors. Finding pictures that I can associate with the book, it's very inspiring because you can look at it and be like, okay, so that's what the scene looks like, or the landscape, or the character, or this inspired the story, or whatever. So a lot of aesthetic pictures are really helpful. I outline my books. Not everybody outlines their books beforehand, but I find it very helpful because I'm like, I'm coming up to this one scene. I'm excited to write it, and so that's very motivating to be like, oh, I'm really excited to write this chapter or scene or whatever, and so I kind of have that in mind. So I guess those things.
Yeah. You were talking about how picture can focus you. And that kind of got me thinking, maybe you look at a picture and then try to explain to somebody with words. That could be one way you could write. I mean, I'm not an expert like you are, but maybe that could be
I've
a way
done
to do
it
it.
a lot, yeah. I mean, a lot of times if you have a writing challenge, a lot of times the hosts will have a picture that you were to write off of, and you write a story based off of it.
Short story, I guess?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, cool. I'll have to keep that in mind. So, fourth question, I guess.
No, this is fifth.
Fifth?
I think so.
Okay.
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't,
We're
nothing
not counting,
matters
just next question.
anymore. So, what would you tell someone just starting to write?
That your first draft will look like a smoking hot trash bin.
Like we talked about in the beginning.
Yeah. Too many authors or writers get into it thinking that their first drafts are going to be exactly what they envisioned, and it will not. And that is okay. That's what revisions and edits are for. So just enjoy the process. Allow yourself to just go wild. Eventually, obviously, the grammar and stuff has to come and make it tidy and stuff. But really just let yourself go run free, enjoy the process. Don't worry about whether or not it's looking the way you thought it was going to be. That will come with time, with practice, with revisions, with edits. But don't let those bog you down. Enjoy the process.
Yeah, it's good, for sure. Um, Anyways, so next question. We're no numbers to these questions anymore. What is your favorite genre of, I guess, writing and reading?
Okay, for writing, my two favorite are fantasy and dystopian. Um, yeah, those are my two favorite. As far as for reading, it would probably be historical fiction and fantasy.
Okay, so fantasy crosses over into both writing and reading. So why is it that historical fiction is the outlier?
Well, the reason is because I enjoy reading it, but I don't feel like doing the research and being told that I'm wrong. So I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in writing historical fiction because it's very hard, and I have mad
That's true.
respect for people who do it. But I would be just so terrified to get details wrong. Because historical fiction is based off of a person's real history, and you want to respect and honor that, and I would just be worried that I wouldn't do a very good job of that. So, and also it's just not what I like to write, but I do enjoy reading it.
So what you're saying is it's easier to create your own culture, language, and people than it is to write about something that happened 20 years ago.
I pick my battles, dude. I
Just
pick my
messing with
battles.
you.
Yes. Yes, I mean, it is. That's what it is, though. It's
Yeah.
choose. They're both hard. It's choosing which hard you want.
Yeah, that's true. And I guess one is you don't have to deal with people as much, I guess. Because, I mean, history, like, is different for everybody.
Right. Yeah.
Like, they all see
I mean, it's
something.
the same but different. Like, people have different perspectives.
Objectively, it's the same. Subjectively,
Right.
it's different.
Yeah.
So, anyways, so I guess last question. Where do you go for inspiration?
Pinterest.
Pictures?
Usually. I really like looking at pictures. I will often look at the books I enjoy and what details I like about them, and kind of see if I can pull some inspiration from that. I can pull inspiration from things I'm learning, either through history or other things. You know, I do a lot of brainstorming with other authors, and we often like bounce ideas off of each other, and that often gives me ideas. So it varies, but I get a lot of inspiration from pretty much anywhere. There's no limit to that, to where you can get inspiration from.
That's true.
But Pinterest is my secret weapon. Not secret weapon, but like my main area of inspiration.
There you go. Pinspiration.
Inspiration, yeah.
Well, that wraps up all my questions. Do you have any final thoughts? Maybe some things that came up in your head to talk about?
Nope, buy my book, I'm broke.
Yeah, definitely. And even if she wasn't, I highly recommend buying it.
Well, he's never read it, so he has no idea. He's
Well,
just
that's
being
true.
nice.
But, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't read anything, so don't be offended.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not offended in the slightest. But yeah,
I'm more of a listener. But yeah.
we'll get the audiobook out at some point, and then you
There we
will
go.
listen to it.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yep.
Appreciate you clarifying that and
Mm-hmm.
helping me and others. I'm trying to write. It's tough. So yeah. I guess stay tuned for future episodes.
Yep. And that's it.
Yeah.
If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. We post episodes every week on Saturdays at 9 p.m. We hope you will join us next week.
Yeah, and drop a comment as well about your thoughts, for sure.
Yeah, and if you have any questions about writing, I would be happy to answer them. So yeah, until next time, we hope you have a great week.
See ya.
Bye.